Hi, Ksusha. Say hello. You're still talking to your phone.
You're squinching your eyes. Wow.
Oh, then I'm gonna videotape this. Look.
It's about your eye. They were doing it inside. So I'm gonna put the last time. Pretendem sleepy. Ти би так не спала. Окей, окей. Perfect. Sleeping beauty.
Hi, Roberto.
Who's saying that?
This is Serge.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you're full glorious and have big steak. You scared?
No.
Good. You're about to get married. How does that feel?
Glorious.
There you go. Kshinchka, who are you talking to? You look very happy.
Yeah.
Good. You look beautiful, honey.
Договор.
Do we know the street address here? Hello, Roberta, how are you? Congratulations.
And I mean, I guess it.
Do we know what the street address is?
I think it. I need you. Get a witness.
Anything. I can't be a witness.
Yeah.
No, you're.
This is for the city. The Katuva needs to be non-blood. Would you take may we take this chair from you? We'll get another one. Because there's a sort of two stages to our ceremonial things here, and this we might as well make the first, which is doing the civil work of solemnizing this marriage, and Sunny and Ben would like their moms to do this piece. They can't do the ketubah. They can do this piece. So, Roberta, could you print your name here, your address, everything across the top, and then will you sign it? So please skip a line to sign it. Very good.
Oh, that's the kid. Yeah, he's so sweet. His voice drops just when he sings.
No, actually,
Who saved the day?
this line. Oh wait, right there.
Доня, полезет.
Roberta, you're signing. Oh yeah. Next to me, you start. You're
Я не
signing.
знаю, куда он же мне не говорит.
Good. And Cynthia, could you sign underneath Ben's signature right there? That's a signature. I don't know. Okay.
I developed it when I was 7.
Oh, and now here. Now, would you print underneath Roberta's signature? Would you print your name and address? Who's the turn?
Yep.
And then just like a signature right there. Very good. All right, so now actually,
Some silver, please. That baby. That baby. That baby.
Just not any mortgage.
I think they just bought Mike too.
so you want me to sign this? On your own free will?
Yes.
No coercion?
Yeah.
Nothing? I didn't hear you say this.
I'm happy.
Yes? Is that a yes?
Do it, let's do it.
Okay, so let's hear it for the moms. Photographer here, we'd like to see all. Thank you for the stamp, by the way. Most prize winners don't give me stamps. 46 cents. They just went up. Oh boy, it's a good thing it's a what do they call them? A forever stamp, right? So I will send this back on Monday. Unless the cleaner says, I found something in your jacket pocket. Is this important? Okay, so thank you very much. We're going to bring the other witnesses in now because there's two stages to this. And this is a lovely ketubah that you have established for yourselves. Very unique and very lovely. And who are your witnesses for this?
These two right here, Matt and Vera.
Matt and Vera. Vera, would you come and have a seat? Matt, you can stand next to us, or we'll use this pen. So this will read more formally when we get to the chuppah in a little bit. But right now we have sort of, this is a little bit of a sacred time, whereas the other is civil work. This is sacred work, and actually ketubah is one of those long-standing traditions, actually probably one of the earliest standing contracts known, and it was a way to sort of protect the woman in ancient days. You kind of made this a little more egalitarian because although the woman was protected, the original ketubah sort of had, different expectations of the marriage, and only the husband could sort of give it to the wife, as it were, or take it back from the wife. And we've sort of made clear that that's not going to happen. And we're happy that you're here to solemnize sacred moments on this 28th day of the day of September. And Ben, I'll let you sign here. Very good. Witnesses, you saw that signature?
I saw it.
Okay. Oops. But actually, the way contracts are established aren't by signatures or handshakes or something like that. By seeing them accept something from me. So, like pen, you accept that. Very good. Accept that. Okay. So that. So, now there are no obligations for witnesses other than providing for the college education of their firstborn. Are you committed? Are you in? Okay. Let's do that. Very good answer. All right. So, how's your? Can you sign the Hebrew signature?
Yeah, I think yes, that's
Okay. So, would you? Mem, Shin, Hey, Ben, and then can you know your dad's name? Do you know what his name is?
Yes.
Do you know Reuven? Most, sure. Most Roberts or Luke, so sure it's not that. Anybody can check? This official.
Yeah. You know yours first.
Yes. Do you know your Hebrew name? No, Deborah? Okay, and do you know your father's Hebrew?
Yeah, the Z, right?
What was his, yeah, what is his Russian name? So Leib, that's easy, he's a Leib. Okay, all right? So, okay. See if you can find that out. All right, can you sign your Hebrew name? Do you know how to write Hebrew letters? Okay, so here, here's what you're going to do. You're going to put your hand on mine. Okay, we're going to go Deborah.
in a box somewhere.
Give an English signature, just put it up.
We're so down, we're in a box somewhere.
Very good. And we'll make you, so you are, what is your name? Moshe. Moshe, okay, ma'am. Have a seat, make it easier for yourself. Look at this, perfect, yeah. So we put all these pressures on the witnesses so make it easy for Brian to do now. Now give a little space in the bet. No, and just straight down, line straight down. All right, now we're going to do Moshe Ben Bob, okay? Bet, give me a bet. No, Bob, just one down. Another bet.
Somebody must have just
Yeah, he remembers it's not that. I wouldn't go like that. I feel like yeah. My mom's, though, it's definitely...
Okay, so you can hugs, kisses, sacred time here. Nice, well done. And well. Good. We'll present this more formally during the course of the ceremony. Is that what is our timetable and all that?
20 after 5, ceremony starts. That's good. And then
Contractually obligated to the event. No, I'm fine.
I know. I guess I was watching like you want to wait.
Oh no!
I like that you took the back of your bad tennis and put it in the jacket. And it wasn't a good it's just that bad. And then there's this stuff they call these rings. So they disappear, don't go.
That's what the signature is? Oh.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Alright. Say, wait for me. See, Leroy's handsome too, right?
Oh my god, look how happy he is.
Hey, you're handsome. Yeah. No, it's supposed to be inside. Yeah, I'll do it. No, it just helps people like this. Like that. They look better like that. You always have to keep the eye in the middle. You know what?
Got 4 kids with sunscreen. It's gonna be hot.
We wore sunscreen like suspicious.
It's
like we're getting ready. Yeah, which way are they coming down? Do you remember?
That's a good question, I really don't know. We'll have plenty of time to figure it out.
Say hi.
What comes is better than what came
They're gonna have like, Shayna, they're gonna have like 5 minutes of you just like sitting there, by the way.
Oh.
Just to let you know. I'll tell them to
Sorry,
cut
sir.
that out.
Alright, now we have to be quiet.
Take pictures.
Oh no, I'm gonna zoom. It's
Oh,
okay.
okay,
You're out of frame. Don't worry.
Great. Zoom in on my
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I falling in love with you. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't fall in love with you. Shall would it be a sin if I can?
Bruchim habaim b'shem Adonai. Berachnuchem v'beit Adonai. Miadir al hakol v'baruch al hakol. V'yivarech hechatan v'et hakala. Blessed are all who have come here in dedication to all that is loving, good, and sacred. God of all the world, we ask your blessing upon Ksenia and upon Benjamin, as they this evening unite their lives in this covenant of marriage. May they prosper in their life together, constantly growing in understanding and devotion. May love and companionship always abide within the home they establish, and may they grow old together in health, in contentment, in joy, and in peace. Shiru Adonai Shir Chadash Kini Flaot Asa. May your love be a new song to God. And may your sense of caring and responsiveness be a sign of God's evolving creativity in the lives of you and all you touch. So, Senny and Ben, you're going to be drinking from this cup of wine on 2 occasions tonight. And Jewish tradition has all sorts of explanations as to why you drink twice from a cup. And one of the symbolisms is that this represents the families of origin, the first time you drink from it. And the second time you drink from it, it represents the new family that, in a sense, we create here this evening with the 2 of you. And so as we take this cup as a source of blessing, it's appropriate for us to pause for a moment and to remember some people who were significant in your lives, because not only did they help provide some of the DNA for you to make your lives what they are, but they certainly also provided some of the values and some of the spirit that we know you carry forward. So we remember grandparents, Harry and Estelle, and Reuben and Rachel, and Zina and Abram, and Simon. We remember them tonight as we raise this cup of blessing, because we know for you their lives was very much a blessing. And they came from different parts of the world, maybe, at different times at least, maybe not from so many different parts, but they came in from different times. And their journey is a journey that really we complete here, in a sense, under the chuppah, as their grandson and their granddaughter unite their lives in the covenant of marriage. And then we also know that you have parents here who stand beside you. You have siblings here who are with you, who have been a part of your lives for as long as you've been around, probably older siblings. I think maybe a younger sibling. One older, one younger. But a chance for them to recognize that they've helped sort of form your character as well. And then to stand here with you and your brother certainly is meaningful to me. I've known you a good part of your life and watched you grow up, and now to stand here with the love of your life to unite this as something that represents this first cup as a sense of tribute and a responsiveness to the past. So we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, aser lanu et hamitzvot lanu, v'hitir lanu et mitzvot lanu, al yidei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael, al yidei chuppah v'kiddushin. So we know tonight that the clans have gathered, the friendship clan and the relative clan. Some people who traveled some significant distance to come here, and some who realized that there was a place above Manhattan in which they could come to or and find their way to, and they didn't disintegrate by coming across the Spuyten-Duyvil Bridge to get here. We've come to this rather amazing setting, which we just look around, and every place is something that speaks of history and it speaks of the past, and it is a place that I know was very much a part of what you wanted your wedding to be in terms of how you took charge in making this happen, and orchestrating and finding every little inch of it, no detail left uncovered. So the clans have come together, and they have been a part of this journey for you. And we've come on like the most magnificent evening, a beautiful early fall night in a remarkable setting that sort of draws us and makes this place just extra magical for a wedding to take place. But that's not really why we're here. I mean, it helps to make this romantic and special, but what draws us so significantly are the 2 people that will be uniting their lives this evening in a formal way in front of family and friends. People who have been with you for a long time, and people who may have gotten to know you only in the more recent of days. But whenever they got to know you, they certainly recognized the quality of the individuals that you are, and the fact that tonight we sort of, in a very unique way, bring you together and create a new heart out of the two substantive hearts that stand side by side. Each of you thoughtful, each of you sensitive, reflective, caring, a little silly from time to time, and very much aware of what it is that you want in your life. Jewish tradition has a little bit of a story that they tell about the birth of a daughter, and before the birth of a daughter, supposedly a heavenly voice cries out and says, the daughter of so-and-so is meant for the son of so-and-so. And then before the birth of a son, the same heavenly voice, the Bat Kol, cries out and says, the son of so-and-so is meant for the daughter of so-and-so. And these two perinatally predicted souls spend their lives kind of searching for each other until they get to stand under the chuppah. Now, I don't know if we believe in fated stories like that. That may be too much for our rational minds these days to necessarily get our arms around. But I must say that when people meet you and see the way that the two of you work as a couple, we kind of understand that there's a power to that story and a power to, you know, what led you to each other, whether it was cyberspace or ice cream, or whether it was the things that you, again, want in life, led you here to this place. And there is a mystical aspect of how you found each other, you know, where your backgrounds very, very different, but your dreams very much the same. And so tonight we formalize those dreams with you. And I know there are words that your brother and sister want to share with you for a moment.
Hello. We will be reading a story.
The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside his cage of ice. Although it was cold, he was happy in there. It was, after all, his cage. Then came along the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts.
I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although he is fierce, he is also tender and he is funny. He is also quite clever, though I will not tell him this for now.
I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. She is beautiful and she is different and she smells so nice. She is also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur.
But he can be so distant and so peculiar at times, thought the lovely other dinosaur. He is also overly fond of things. Are all dinosaurs so overly fond of things?
But her mind skips from here to there so quickly, thought the dinosaur. She is also uncommonly keen on shopping. Are all lovely other dinosaurs so uncommonly keen on shopping?
I will forgive his peculiarity and his concern for things, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are a part of what makes him a richly charactered individual.
I will forgive her skipping mind and her fondness for shopping, thought the dinosaur, for she fills our life with beautiful thoughts and wonderful surprises. Besides, I'm not unkeen on shopping either.
Now the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together they stand on the hill telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the sun on their backs.
And that, my friends, is how it is with love. Let us all be dinosaurs and lovely other dinosaurs together. For the sun is warm and the world is a beautiful place.
So one more blessing before we turn the microphone to the two of you, because I know that you have some words to share with each other this evening. And we ask, blessed be the infinite, lifting us up through holy celebration and awakening us to love and to sanctity, to sanctify our life through chuppah and marriage. Blessed be the infinite, making the Jewish people and all those who dwell in the world holy through holy weddings. And as we get to turn now this into the holiness of the wedding, I'll get to ask you, Ben, to share some words with Ksenia.
Ksenia, over the last 3 years, we've had quite an adventure. We tubed down the mighty Natchaug River, broke into an abandoned motel, attempted to steal milk bottles from a Mississippi antique store's private collection, spent an evening with the legendary Woody Allen, and early one morning last spring, we defied gravity in a magical hot air balloon ride. And yet, when I asked you to marry me, it wasn't because of all the things we've done, but for all that we have left to do. And no matter what the future brings, I want it to be a journey we take together. I promise to warm you when you're cold, to care for you when you're sick, and to pick you up when you fall downstairs. I promise to do my fair share of cleaning, saving, cooking, and bringing home the bacon-flavored ice cream. Sorry, Rabbi. I promise that our home will be our sanctuary, where we may always express ourselves, whether it be through fits of silliness, tears, dark moods, or bad jokes. I promise to support your passions and to never let you settle for less than you deserve. I promise to be a father to our children, to teach them to always be curious and how to color outside the lines, and to watch Doctor Who with them. And I promise to be your best friend, your partner and husband, to always hold hands and never let go. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, my devotion, and the honor I will feel to call you my wife.
I've always read a lot, and somehow I came to believe that true love only happened in books. But you've showed me that I could aspire to something as extraordinary as the things I've read about, and even more, that I could have something so amazing it would make every character in every novel shake with envy. So I promise to not let a day pass by without saying that I love you and having you feel it. I promise to give you the best of myself and never take you for granted. I promise to stick with you through all the good times, the tough times, and during the inevitable zombie apocalypse. I promise to always be your friend. If someone is mean to you, I promise to kick them in the shins and take you out for ice cream. And if I'm ever mean to you, I promise to kick myself in the shins and take you out for ice cream. I promise to always be myself, because that's who you fell in love with. And I promise to always love you for who you are and for the way you make me feel. You're the light of my life. You taught me how to recognize and welcome happiness. I'm so happy. If I could give you anything, it would be the ability to see yourself through my eyes, because words aren't enough to express how much you mean to me. But I give you this ring because it's the closest thing I can come to telling you. I give it to you because I can't imagine life without you, and also because it's shiny. I can't wait to grow old with you, and I love you forever.
So, Ben, as you take Ksenia's ring, would you just place it first on the pointer finger of her right hand? That's a little bit of a tradition because there's a direct line to the heart, so we're taught. And in a moment after that, you can move it to the ring finger. Would you please speak to her these words? Are.
Are.
At.
At. Mekudeshet. Li. Atabaat. Zo. Kedat. Moshe. V'Yisrael.
Sonny, as you take Ben's ring, would you please place it on his pointer finger too, on the right hand? and speak these words. Hare,
Hare,
Ata,
Ata,
Mikudash,
Mikudash,
Li,
Li,
B'Taba'at,
B'Taba'at,
Zo,
Zo,
Kedat,
Kedar,
Moshe,
Moshe,
Yisrael.
Israel.
And now could you just speak these words together? With these rings, we become sacred, one to the other, as husband and wife, according to the laws, and traditions, of Moses and Israel. And we seal that commitment you've just made with some traditional words of praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shakol bara likodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et adam b'tzalmo b'tzelem demutav nito v'hitkin lo mimenu b'nyan adayad. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam. Sos tasis v'tagel ha'kara v'kibutz baneha l'tocha v'simcha. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach tzion baneha. Sameach tesamach re'im ha'huvi. Samavacha yitzircha b'gan eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach hatan v'chala. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sosot v'simcha. Chatan v'chala gila rina ditzcha v'chedba ahava v'yachava. Shalom v'rayut. Mehera Adonai Eloheinu yishama b'yarei Huda u'v'chutzot Yerushalayim. Kol sason v'kol simcha. Kol chatan v'kol chala. Kol mitzahalot chatanin nechupatam u'na'arim v'simtei neginatam. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach chatan im hakala. So those blessings I just recited were a pretty traditional part of the ceremony, called the Sheva Brachot, the 7 blessings. And you have found 7 translations of those blessings, a little bit of a free form, which is fitting for the two of you, a little outside of the box, but ones that sort of speak to the values of both this tradition that we hold so sacred, as well as your love and who each of you are. May you be blessed with love. May your admiration, appreciation, and understanding of each other foster a love that is passionate, tranquil, and real. May this love between you be strong and enduring and increase into your lives. And I think we need a little audience participation. At the end of each one of these 7 blessings, if you could say Amen, meaning I agree with the sentiments attached, that would be great. Amen.
Amen.
May you be blessed with a loving home filled with warmth, humor, and compassion. May you create a family together that honors traditions old and new. May you teach your children to have equal respect for themselves and others, and instill in them the value of learning and tikkun olam, making the world a better place.
Amen.
May you be best friends and work together to build a relationship of substance and quality. May your sense of humor and playful spirit continue to enliven your relationship. May you respect each other's individual personality and perspective and give each other room to grow in fulfilling your dreams.
Amen.
May you be blessed with wisdom. May you continually learn from one another and from the world. Together may you grow, deepening your knowledge and understanding of each other and of your journey through life. Amen.
Amen.
May you be blessed with health. May life bring your wholeness of mind, body, and spirit. May you keep each other well balanced and grounded, and live long that you may share many happy years together.
Amen.
May your life be blessed with the art and beauty of this world. May your creative aspirations and experiences find expression, inspire you, and bring you joy and fulfillment. May you find happiness together in adventures big and small, and something to celebrate each day of your lives. Amen.
Amen.
And last, the 7th blessing. May you be blessed with community. May you always be blessed with awareness that you are an essential part of the circle of family and friends. May there always be within this group love, trust, support, and laughter, and may there be many future occasions for rejoicing in their company. Amen.
Amen.
before the start of the ceremony, your friends Matt and Devira witnessed the signing of a bit of a contract. Your moms witnessed the signing of a civil document, but you created this beautiful ketubah, sensitive to who you are. It acknowledges that this is the 28th day of September in the year 2013. It also corresponds to the 27th day of the month of Tishrei in the year 5744. So in the company of our dearest family and friends, Ksenia and Ben enter this covenant of marriage. They affirm their commitment to each other as husband and wife. They'll celebrate all of the passages of life together with reverence, conviction, humor, and joy. In times of happiness, they will cherish each other. In times of trouble, they will protect each other. And at all times, they will love each other, always remembering this beautiful day. Their home will be a place filled with warmth and light, shared freely with all who are there. And their hearts will grow bigger, and their lives will grow long. From this day forward, they will be both two and one. So you have fulfilled the rites and rituals of Jewish tradition and the state of New York's expectations for moments like this. So I get to pronounce you husband and wife. But of course, that's just a statement for me. The real true love is the inner bond of trust and love that you two share. The real marriage that you create is the inner respect that you have for each other and the dreams that you have that each of you can bring to fruition through this love and through this relationship. All of us who have gathered today, your entourage here standing beside you, the inner circle of parents and siblings, and all who have gathered to witness this, we wish for you a good marriage. In the Torah portion this morning, we read some of the first instruction that God gave to Adam. We started a new Torah cycle. And God says to Adam, it's not good to be alone. Sometimes you have to zoom back a bit from your own ego and from your own sense of self. For real happiness we experience when we allow someone else to enter our life as husband and as wife. And today you have done just that. You've allowed someone to enter your life. And we know that the two become one, and the riches are greater than its parts. This is one place where 1 + 1 is greater than 2, when the two of you unite your lives the way that you have. So with a great amount of delight for me, I get to offer just a final blessing. May God bless you and keep you. May God's countenance be there to shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may God's Spirit, God's blessing always be there to provide you with life, with joy, with peace, and with health. And we do one more thing before we send you on your way. Just we remember how fragile a moment like this actually is, and how we need to guard and protect it always.
am Ben's current brother-in-law. Recent, very recent.
Dear friends, everybody knows that Ben loves Ksenia and Ksenia loves Ben. We see a perfect match between them. They have so much in common.
Ksenia and Ben are interested in books, travel, antiques, photo shooting and Broadway. They both choose to watch TV and movies for work and fun. Ksenia likes movies and Ben can edit them to make them better. They enjoy trivia, intellectual games and Game of Thrones. For a short period of time, Ben learned 3 important Russian words.
Да.
Нет. Yes.
Нет.
No.
Тапки.
Slippers.
On the other hand, Ben introduced Ksenia to the concept of healthy food. Besides that, he is working now on the production and presentation to Ksenia of a very skin-healthy soap, and we hope it will be a real soap opera. Ben likes to cook, and Ksenia enjoys eating the food that Ben gladly prepares for her.
They both love romantic breakfast, lunch and dinner inside or outside their apartment. Both of them enthusiastic and sometimes eccentric people who likes to fly in hot air balloons and see Woody Allen perform in fancy Manhattan restaurants. Ben was forced to like Russian songs, jokes and food, and Ksenia started to like them a little bit less. So now they're almost on the same page. They complete each other completely.
The only difference we found is that Ksenia hates pigeons and Ben hates roosters. But fortunately, they both like penguins, sparrows and hummingbirds.
We have always seen Ben and Ksenia were meant to be together. But it turns out it was destined from the beginning and prophesied in our old family scroll, which is based on Western and Chinese horoscope, Jewish Kabbalah and the Talmud, Russian roulette and prediction of Nostradamus. They are really perfect for each other. They deserve to be happy together, now and always.
We know that some ancient books suggest to toast to newlyweds with magic words like abracadabra or hocus pocus, but our family tradition strictly recommends to say loudly these wonderful words. L'chaim.
Bear with me.
Don't cry. You're too pretty to be
Ksenia, I don't have the capacity to put into words how much I love you. Everything you've ever needed to know from me, you've known from the moment we became sisters. From the beginning, you were my protector and my best friend, and every adventure we shared together. You were the person I always wanted to be when I grew up. Neither you nor I will ever forget that vacation when we saw Norma riding on a bike. We looked at each other just like we did now and broke into fits of laughter that no one could understand then nor now, and no one could understand how we could have a complete conversation without ever saying a word. But we know each other in so many ways and have shared countless memories together, and words were never needed when I could read every wave of emotion on your face. I thought I'd seen the full spectrum, but when you met Ben, there was a whole new array of emotion that I'd never seen on your face before. I remember Serge and I came over for dinner one night. We met up with you outside your apartment, and Ben was naturally doing the cooking inside. And when you rang the bell and Ben opened the door, his eyes went straight for you and held so much love and tenderness in them, and you had this huge grin on your face like that look was what you've been waiting for your entire life to see. That moment filled me up with such conviction, and I knew that the two of you would always be there for each other and that you would love each other in the best possible way. It was the first time that I recognized that look on your face, though I've seen it countless times since, and I remember thinking at that moment that it would be something I'd tell you at your wedding. Ben, thank you. Thank you for giving my sister that look that she has on right now. You've brought so much joy into all of our lives, and you've given my sister something that is beyond words. 1 second. Thank you for the love you bring, for the light that you share, and for the yummy cheesy bread that you make. I don't need to welcome you to the family because for me you were family the moment I saw that look on my sister's face, and I'm so happy to call you my brother. And Ksyusha, you're still the person I want to be when I grow up. I love you beyond any ability to express it, and I wish that your life, and by association my life, is filled with magic, wonder, and fried Oreos. Congratulations, I love you.
Say anything, and mostly because I really wasn't sure I had the words to really convey what I'm feeling right now, what I think my family's feeling about Ben and Ksenia. And I was thinking, okay, what do people say in these speeches? They say something embarrassing about the groom from when they were kids, but I promised those stories to Anna and Ksenia Ben, so they just need them later for Kurt and Amla, so I'll save those for you guys for later. But I was watching you both earlier, and it really hit me that, Ben, I love you. We've had so many great years and a lifetime together, and it's been fun, but I really think that fun's just starting right now. And to think that the two of you are going to be together and be a family, and that we can be a family together, I think is going to be the greatest adventure that we can have going forward. And looking at the two of you together, I don't think there's anything else I could possibly want for you. You've done it. You've found it. So, like I said, I probably should have written this ahead of time, but we love you both. And Ksenia, thank you for finding him and loving him. Love you guys both.
I met Sen in school when we were 11. I was really shy back then. I still am. And it wasn't easy for me to make friends. One day, Ksenia, however, shared her chocolate chip cookies with me, and I was hers forever. Ksenia has always been warm and caring and really thoughtful. She was always there for me, even during the worst parts of my life, which is why I'm so incredibly honored and grateful to be there during the best parts of hers. To tell you all the truth, I never really thought there'd be anyone good enough for her. But when Ben came along, my doubts left me the moment I met him. He is her match in witticism, a deep emotional intelligence. But he had one trait that was truly the most important quality of all. He's a ginger. I can now safely look forward to playing with red-headed nieces and nephews for the rest of my life. Ksenia was always one to take care of others, so when Ben came into her life, I was glad to see that he took so much care of her. With Ben, you can see it on his face. He always thinks of her first. Every time a door needs to be opened, a cold wind is blowing, and he forgot her jacket again, or an emergency room needs to be called, he is attentive, doing all those things and more before she even realizes she needs it. He is consistently perfecting her life, taking regular moments and making them more special and more magical. I'm a sensible Russian girl. I don't usually invoke words like soulmates. But if you see how Ben and Ksenia are with each other, you do know that such a thing exists. So I hope you raise your glasses and drink to the luck and happiness it is for them to find each other, and for giving us all hope that we can find such true love too. Congratulations and mazel tov.
I'm not going to take the higher ground like Ryan did. I might tell some embarrassing stories, I'm not sure. No, I won't. So, the summer before college, I got a phone call, and my mom was like, "Your future roommate's on the phone!" And I was like, okay. I pick up, I'm like, hello. He's like, "Hi, my name is Ben Howard. I'm your future roommate. I've got a television, a radio, DVD players, a computer, and a bunch of other things that will can completely cover all of our entertainment needs." And I was like, great. I have a nerd for a roommate. But it was awesome because I'm a nerd too. And we had some awesome times together. We've lived in 3 different apartments together. And whether it was playing Settlers of Catan, or binging on entire weeks of Battlestar Galactica in a weekend, or trying to make it rich on online poker by reading about like strategies and stuff. Ben has always been a friend, a confidant, and a brother, through thick and thin. And he's always covered all of our entertainment needs. I met Ksenia over 3 years ago. And I didn't actually realize until last night at the rehearsal dinner how they bonded. It was over a movie, a classic movie, a cult classic, The Princess Bride. And I mean, come on, talk about nerdy. Like, they both love this movie. And as I got to know Ksenia over the years, she writes fantasy fiction. Every year she goes to Comic-Con. She started her own photography club, and now her own photography company. It's incredible. I mean, how someone so unforgettable could be paired together. It wasn't until about a year ago, though, that I was over your guys' house in the Upper West Side. And you were both wearing matching Doctor Who t-shirts. And I asked, I was like, hey, is this like a couples thing that you guys are doing? Like, and you're like, Ben was like, I didn't even know she was wearing that. Oh, you're wearing that? Oh, I didn't know. And I knew at that moment that you guys were gonna travel through time together. I did. Now think about the statistical improbability think about it. That two amazing, creative, smart, compassionate, loving, red-headed Jewish nerds could find each other. But here we all are, friends and family, all surrounding it. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Tonight is your night. It's going to go by really fast. So whatever you do, don't blink. Don't blink. Live long and prosper. And may you always cover all of each other's entertainment needs. Thank you.
Dear relatives, dear friends, my English is very poor, but I congratulate you also that today your friends and your son and your daughter together today. I wish the best young family live long time together. I will see you very happy, very strong, very healthy. Excuse my English, but in Russian I speak better. На годы добрые, на годы долгие, на годы радости и дни печали, на жизнь счастливую, любовь ответную, храните кольца свои обручальные. Остальное прочитайте сами, чтобы не занимать время публики. Это вас.
Hello. Okay, for the crowd, do you guys know, stories about Disney princesses? How are you? Anyone familiar with Disney princesses?
Definitely familiar.
Anyone familiar with Disney princesses? Yes? All right. All right. So hopefully we can all relate here. The following is a legend, but not a myth, of the Yevnitsky family welcoming our new member. Long ago, when the world still brimmed with mist and magic, there lived the fierce Yevnitsky clan. No one knows how these proud people came to reside in the glorious land. But if the stones could talk, they'd surely tell tales of enchantment and adventure. Princess Ksenia sometimes would stare out of her castle window overlooking the great Brooklyn landscape and sigh. It seemed as the future of the Yevnitsky clan would someday depend on her. And the king pressed on with his endless lessons and high expectations. There were gold medals in mathematics Olympics. There were scholarships based on excellent academic achievement. There were publications in local newspapers. There were wins at poetry contests. Ksenia didn't care about grace and poise. She liked to laugh and listen to her wise, adventurous father, King Igor. The bony, smart-faced king was a true Yevnitsky warrior. His feats of bravery were legendary. But now, in these days of peace, he had only stories of his great and glorious past. He loved to tell about his Soviet experiences, his travels to meet his wife, how he triumphed over Chernobyl scare, how he conquered American bureaucracies. These stories were told since Princess Ksenia was a child. And to delight of Ksenia and her young sister Anna, King Igor spared none of the glorious details. They love to hear their father's stories, no matter how many times they heard them before. The stories were made all the more vivid by the various trophies and snapshots of the past kept in the great basement of the castle. Nearly 25 years passed before Ksenia asked father, "Why can't I go live outside the castle?" "The outside world is a dangerous place filled with horrible, selfish people," he replied. With her 25th birthday approaching, Ksenia had decided that this year would be different. But first she had to gather enough courage to ask her father. He always told her that someday, when she was old enough, when she was ready, she would be allowed to live outside. She could only imagine outside, a place filled with creatures and plants, and with sights, sounds, and smells she had never experienced. At that very moment, a Dacian prince named Ben Howard was browsing through JJ Personal while making glycerin soap out of his park slope dwelling. Suddenly he stared for a moment. He came across something truly marvelous. He could not keep his eyes away from a beautiful golden-haired girl out there. And so he invited her out for ice cream. From the moment he saw Ksenia, Ben knew she was the most beautiful and confused girl she had ever seen. They discovered so many similarities and mutual interests. Time simply flew by. Suddenly they heard a clock chime. It was the first stroke of midnight. "I must go," Ksenia gasped. "My father expects me back. He would be heartbroken. It is midnight and I'm not home." Ben knew he needed something extraordinary to impress King Igor when asking for his daughter's hand in marriage. So he spent the night tirelessly inflating a hot air balloon to go take his beautiful princess up to the clouds with a stallion ring in his pocket. It did not take very long for the world of happiness to spread throughout the kingdom. And here we are at the joyful celebration, wishing our prince and princess great love and life and marriage, and wishing them and the king and the queen a happily ever after.